as you're approaching the end of this section, this is kind of a very disheartening question because it includes the words mentioned earlier in the passage. And so, yeah, you might be running out of time, and now you've got a question where it seems like you've got to go back and reread everything. Like, it's upsetting because, you know, you don't want to have to worry about that when the clock is really getting to the end there. Here's the thing, though. We can use, you know, the ideas of dumb summaries and the fact that we want to find matching ideas and kind of cut a little bit of a corner here because it's not just a problem earlier in the passage, it's a problem throughout the passage. This is a theme of the passage. So let's make sure we focus on that, right? A problem about burning on earth. Okay, that's the thing to focus on. So look at where we're supposed to focus here. Specifically, they investigated the combustion of biofuel droplets in microgravity for twice as long as could be accomplished in drop towers and to perform tests with larger droplets. The larger droplets burned longer and gave the students more reliable data on the combustion rates of biofuels because the droplets' uniform shape reduced the variations in density that hinder tests performed in normal gravity. Notice, they're giving it to you right there. We don't need to go earlier in the passage. Now, this reminds me that they did say this at multiple points, and we did have other questions that specifically asked about the problem with burning fuel on Earth and the way that the droplets get messed up. And so this is a repetition, but like, again, this kind of gets back to what I did if you watch my video for question 42. Always read the full sentence. The full sentence here tells us the thing we need. So what was the problem? The problem was that the droplets weren't uniform, right? So the solution here, because the droplet's uniform shape, right? So the solution is that it's uniform. The problem that it wasn't uniform, now it is uniform. So we're really just looking for a choice that matches that. And honestly, spherically symmetric kind of matches with uniform, right? It's the same. And look at the other things. Combustible, microgravity influenced, biofuel derived. Those weren't problems, right? Those were just kind of facts of the situation, right? The whole point was that it was from a biofuel. Microgravity influenced. Well, if it's on Earth, then that wasn't the issue, right? They wanted to be in microgravity, they want to be off Earth, so that's kind of backwards anyway. And yeah, it's fuel. Of course, it's combustible. The only one that has to do with the shape is A, and the whole passage is about the shape. So I could go back and reread it, but we've hit so many other questions that are about the exact same thing. We've got to trust that. That's kind of like, yeah, a dumb summary that we've been writing along the way. We don't care about the specifics. We care about the fact that again and again and again they talked about shape. And right here, they talk about shape. The only choice that also talks about shape is choice A. Keep it simple. These ones like this at the end might scare you and discourage you, but they shouldn't. You probably have a much better sense of what you've read than you think. Try the dumb version, pick an answer question 44, and then if you still have time, you can always try to dig a little bit deeper and maybe prove your answer a little bit more concretely. But most of the time, you'll be surprised. The dumb version of your understanding is usually going to be enough. So trust it.